As you explore, there's an underlying clue system that invites you to new adventures in new areas of the game that could be appealing to you.
Enough!
If you interrogate an enemy, choosing to ask about the Oni, you could uncover a landscape scarred by fire with more bold, samurai-like enemies to fight and abilities for Atsu to learn. Or if you ask about the Kitsune, might lead you to an area filled with snow and deception, enemies that ambush you, and new ninja-like tactics to study. Atsu draws cards for each clue to keep track of all available adventures. The more you play, the more the game unfolds for you. As she makes progress against the YOTEI 6, her legend as the on-rail grows.
It's her.
Bounty will go up, drawing the attention of deadlier foes.
Are you lost?
I'm looking for some old friends. The YOTEI 6.
Show her the door.
There is a hefty price on Atsu's head. Now, Atsu can also hunt down her own bounties that bring her all around the land. This is a lucrative way to make some money to fuel her vengeance quest.
You're not of Clan Eguchi. You're here for my bounty.
Free us. Inokichi steals our crops while our families starve.
Atsu's no samurai or ninja. No. She's a lone wolf mercenary who'll use every advantage, every dirty trick to win a fight. Combat has the feel of a classic samurai movie. Every motion counts. It's about lethal precision. If an enemy swings hard, Atsu can lose her weapon. But if she's quick, she can disarm them.
Nothing there? You're dead.
Choose the right weapon for the job. To fight a massive enemy, her huge Odachi blade is best.
He looks like the one in charge.
Tonight, we feast!
Blades are great, but ranged weapons work too. And Atsu's got an arsenal.
Bounty hunter! A ghost!
Thrown weapons like kunai, bombs, or even blinding powder can give Atsu an edge. When enemies switch weapons, you'll have to adapt. Dual swords are best against spears.
No more!
Tell me what you know about Saito.
Atsu doesn't always fight alone. She'll meet several allies on her hunt, including a mysterious wolf.
A 'Cause 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 '
Exploring Ezo, you'll discover all sorts of new armor, charms, and gear. Perfect for building up Atsu around your chosen playstyle. Are you stealth, ranged, or melee focused? Find and combine the pieces that are just right for you. And of course, customize the look of your armor and weapons to make sure that your version of Atsu looks and fights just the way you want.
The digital photography community for Ghost of Tsushima is incredible. We're happy to have photo mode back in Ghost of Yotei and look forward to seeing photos from your journey across Ezo. Hidden in the world are altars of reflection. Finding one inspires Atsu and unlocks a new ability to help her on the journey ahead. They are fun to find on their own, but for a quicker route, you can always buy a traveler's map from the cartographer. Ghost of Yotei isn't going to rush you through anything. You can choose what motivates you most. But we think the best way to play is to simply pull out your spyglass, find something interesting on the horizon, and enjoy the ride.
Let's ride.
Ghost of Yotei is the highly anticipated next entry from Sucker Punch Productions and Sony Interactive Entertainment, built exclusively for PlayStation 5 and officially set to launch on October 2nd, 2025. Rather than a direct sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, it serves as a spiritual follow-up, carrying forward the cinematic samurai action formula into an entirely new setting, story, and protagonist. The game takes place in the year 1603 around the imposing slopes of Mount Yotei in Ezo, modern-day Hokkaido, where players step into the role of Atsu, a skilled warrior driven by a deeply personal mission of vengeance. His targets are the feared YOTEI 6, a shadowy group of powerful enemies scattered across the region. In a key departure from its predecessor's structure, Ghost of Yotei allows complete freedom in choosing the order in which these targets are confronted, creating a more open-ended narrative flow that lets players chart their own path through the campaign. The world itself is vast and richly detailed, stretching across sweeping grasslands, snow-covered plains, isolated fishing villages, sacred shrines, treacherous mountain passes, and dangerous bandit forts. Every location can be approached in multiple ways: silent infiltration through shadows, honourable one-on-one standoffs, or chaotic all-out combat, each shaped by the player's preparation, available gear, and personal style. Combat expands on Ghost of Tsushima's beloved stance-based swordplay with even deeper mechanics. Stances still allow for targeted counters to specific enemy types, but now parries, perfect dodges, and cinematic finishes are more fluid and interconnected, encouraging aggressive yet precise play. A wider arsenal further enhances variety, including the heavy-hitting Adachi for devastating reach, the flexible Kusarigama for crowd control, and returning dual katanas and short blades for speed and finesse. Thumbnail tools, period-accurate firearms, and strategic gear like smoke bombs, fire arrows, and bait traps add layers of tactical decision-making, especially when facing groups. Traversal is also richer and more immersive. Players can scale cliffs using climbing lines, carve paths with ice spikes, navigate shallow waters with makeshift rafts, and follow animal tracks to uncover hidden locations. These systems tie directly into side quests, bounty hunts, and mythic tales rooted in the folklore of Hokkaido, giving every journey off the main path a sense of discovery and reward. Presentation remains a hallmark of the series, with the return of Kurosawa mode, black and white visuals with film grain and Japanese dialogue, for those seeking a classic cinematic feel, now joined by new visual presets inspired by other legendary Japanese filmmakers. For a more meditative experience, a relaxed, free exploration mode adds lo-fi musical backdrops, perfect for photo mode sessions or aimless wandering. UI is kept minimal, with navigation guided by natural cues like the direction of the wind or the movement of wildlife, while weather and time of day directly influence stealth and enemy perception. Combat AI has been tuned to deliver fair but challenging multi-enemy battles, rewarding those who use their full toolset rather than relying solely on swordsmanship. Ghost of Yotei also takes full advantage of the PlayStation 5's hardware. DualSense haptics simulate the tension of blade clashes, the resistance of bowstrings, the thud of horse hooves, and the crunch of snow underfoot, while adaptive triggers respond uniquely to each weapon type. 3D audio heightens immersion, letting players track enemies in dense forests or sense approaching storms purely through sound. Performance-wise, both quality and performance modes will be available, with additional PS5 Pro enhancements to be revealed closer to launch. Marketing for the game ramped up with the release of the atmospheric Onryo's List trailer, which teased the YOTEI 6 and Atsu's personal vendetta, followed by an in-depth state-of-play gameplay deep dive, showcasing free-form exploration, open-ended target hunting, and the expanded combat toolkit. Pre-orders opened in early 2025, accompanied by themed PS5 console bundles and accessories. As of now, Ghost of Yotei remains a PlayStation 5 exclusive, with no PC release announced, making it one of Sony's flagship titles for the year, and a major evolution of Sucker Punch's samurai action legacy. Beyond its already ambitious scope, Ghost of Yotei also emphasises player-driven progression in ways that distinguish it from Ghost of Tsushima. Instead of following a traditional skill tree, Atsu's abilities evolve through a dynamic mastery system that adapts to how you fight. Favouring precision counters and flawless standoffs, gradually unlocks specialised parry techniques and duel-specific flourishes, while heavy use of stealth or range weaponry yields unique traps, trick shots, and silent takedowns. The gear and armour system is equally flexible, with layered outfits that can be customised not only for appearance, but also for function, some enhancing mobility on snow, others reducing noise during infiltration, or granting buffs to intimidation when confronting enemies in standoffs. Exploration is further deepened by the inclusion of seasonal cycles and reactive environments. The northern climate means harsh winters roll in dynamically, covering paths with deep snowdrifts that alter traversal routes and enemy patrols. Rivers can freeze, creating shortcuts or hazards if the ice cracks under pressure. Wildlife is also more interactive. Wolves may ambush you at night, cranes guide you to hidden shrines, and bears can be lured into enemy camps as living weapons of chaos. These natural elements aren't just atmospheric, but central to survival and strategy, constantly shifting how you approach encounters. Narratively, Ghost of Yotei leans into moral complexity, giving players choices that ripple across the land. Atsu's hunt for the YOTEI 6 isn't just about revenge. Each target represents a distinct philosophy of rule, from ruthless warlords to deceptive mystics. Deciding whether to kill, exile, or even reluctantly ally with certain figures impacts the stability of Ezo itself, changing how villages treat you, what side quests appear, and which factions rise or fall. Certain endings may even lock or reveal mythic side stories tied to Atsu's lineage, rewarding those who take the time to explore beyond the main path. Multiplayer is also making a return, though in a very different form from Ghost of Tsushima Legends. Instead of a standalone mode, Ghost of Yotei integrates optional cooperative missions directly into the open world, allowing up to 2 players to take on difficult bounties, bandit fortresses, or legendary yokai encounters together. These encounters scale in difficulty and provide exclusive rewards, though they remain fully optional for solo players. Importantly, the game maintains a strong single-player core while offering added layers for those who want to experience feudal Japan's folklore with a friend. Now you can enjoy the screenshots without any interruption. Enjoy.
神を見守れこの我が試練傷つきし我が心差し込む一条の 差し込